All right, you guys, I'm here with my boy Josh, man. He's big time, just got 3 deals.
So,
So Josh is a partner of mine. He's been killing it with tax overages and also state funds as well. So he recently got 2 deals with state funds. So go ahead and tell him about that, Josh.
so state fund deals. Been working, trying to get these ones. Basically, it's just you got to put in the effort. You got to put in the time. I wish everything was as easy as it seems, but
Hmm.
it can be. Some people get deals on their first day. Mine took a few weeks, but just that time and that consistency and putting in that effort, that's key.
Hmm.
You can't get anywhere in life if you're not going to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. You know what I mean? So that definitely paid off. I had a few hits, no
Hmm.
callbacks, nothing like that. And then finally, after probably 3.5 weeks, about 4 weeks in, I ended up getting two in the same day. So
Exactly.
just that consistency and
Yep.
just staying on them and that follow up is that's key,
Hmm.
man, for this business for sure.
Oh yeah, let me tell you guys about Josh. He has been making calls consistently. He'll get a deal and may not fall through, still making calls, coming back the next day wanting more, just believing in the process, believing in the business, and then boom, eventually he got some deals. Yeah, it took, a few weeks, but he still got it. He stayed consistent with the calls and the follow-ups. But let them know what's the difference that you kind of see with tax overages compared to state funds as far as the phone call goes.
So the difference that I see is, state funds, you're calling people out of the blue. They have either they have no idea about this money, B, they think it's a scam, or
Hmm.
and C, they're just like, well, how'd you get my information? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
And that's the hardest part is trying to get people on the phone and explain, hey, this, did you have an account, back in 2008 with
Hmm.
such and such? And they're like, yeah, I did. I don't know what happened to that. And it's like, well, now the state has it. So I'm just calling you, we can help you retrieve this. And they're like, oh no, I have that bank here in my town, I'll just go down and grab it. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
well,
not there.
it's not that easy. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm going to leave my contact information. You can go down to the bank and try to get after it, and if you're able to
Hmm.
do it, that's awesome. If not, here's my contact information. Call me.
Hmm.
I There's a couple more processes to get it done, and we can help you out. So
Hmm.
then, I get a call back a couple days later. Yeah, I don't think you have the right person. They say I don't have an account there anymore, and I'm like, that's what I was trying to explain to you. Is there is
Yeah,
no account at the bank anymore. The state has the
exactly.
money.
The state has it. Yeah.
So that's where we come in. We can help
Hmm.
assist you. You sit back, you relax, you do your day to day. Don't worry about a thing.
Exactly.
We'll get it taken care of for you. Yep.
Hmm.
So that was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part, is convincing everybody.
Convincing. Yeah, that's the thing. With this business, it's not really selling something, it's just convincing. So,
You're just
yeah.
retrieving something that somebody previously owned, and they just
Hmm.
have no idea whether it's passed down as they're an heir of the property or whatever it
Hmm.
is. And that's the hardest part, is them like getting a phone call out of the blue and saying, what, I have this amount of money? That's absurd.
Yeah.
I've never had that amount of money before. It's like,
Exactly.
yeah.
So the state funds deal you got, let them know the dollar amount in that one.
So the first one, it was, I think it was 101,000,
Hmm.
and some change, and then the second one was 15,000.
Yep, 15,000. So, and you're getting, that's 10% of that on both ends. We have our partnership, but man, that's a good percentage right there. 10% of
Absolutely.
that six figures one, boom, that's 10,000. The other one, another
Hmm.
1,500. So that's bringing in a huge amount. And then also, you guys, Josh went crazy that night. 2 deals in that night. The week before, got a tax overage deal in Florida. How was that one?
That one was good because I mean
Hmm.
that's coming from a different standpoint. So he already knows the kind of situation that they were in.
Hmm.
They have an idea of the property that they own. So that one was a little bit easier. Like I said, the hardest part is getting them on the phone and
Yep.
getting in contact with them. That's the hardest part. But once you can get in contact with them, you can just explain, hey, this looks like you had this property, and sorry that it went foreclosed. I'm not too sure what happened, but this is something that we can help assist you with. Did you know that somebody else bought the property? They were like, oh
Yeah,
no, I wasn't sure what happened. It's like, yeah, well, somebody else bought it, and the taxes that were owed on it, they they paid it, with the sale of the property. So the
hmm,
extra money is that you're entitled to that. They're
exactly.
like, no way, really? No, I've
Yeah,
never even heard of that. This is a scam. I'm
yeah,
like, no, let me put some documents together. I could send them over to you, and
hmm,
we can go over them together. I'm like, you're entitled to this money. I'm like, you know, if you go after it, I'm like, it's a win-win for you. You
yeah.
don't have to put up any money up front. We can go after it for you, and the worst they can say is no. And
Hmm.
it has your name, and verify the name
And
with
for
them,
you
and
guys that are
voila.
listening, Josh is giving gems for the call script right now. He's dropping gems.
I know I shouldn't be giving my stuff out.
Exactly. Hold up now. Hold up now. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, and then once they figure that out, and we get things moving on their behalf, and
Hmm.
it's good to see somebody who lost a house like that kind of just turn their day
Yeah,
around and be like, hey, we're gonna make something positive out of a negative. So it's
exactly. We're
yeah.
in the business of helping people out. So just go ahead and let them know your experience for our partnership, because there's a lot of the viewers out here who always, send inquiries for the partnership. They don't know how it works. Go ahead and give them, a little bit on how it's like working with me with the partnership.
It's good, man. And I went out on a limb too, and everything's been good with me and Eric, and everything's good, man. Everything, he lives up to his ends, and I live up to my ends, and
Hmm.
that's the way a partnership should be. So it's going good, going smooth.
Good, man. I appreciate all the time and effort you've been putting into this. I'm glad we got some deals going, and there's going to be a lot more, you guys. So just be on the lookout. I appreciate you, Josh.
Absolutely. Thank you.